Well, you guys asked for it. I put a poll up on Twitter and I asked, what do you guys want to see? You guys want to see garbage games or do you guys want to see purchase pickups? And there was an overwhelmingly amount of votes for garbage games. So, welcome to another episode of Garbage Games. I think I'm going to start differentiating between garbage games and purchase pickups. That way people can just kind of like see what they want to see and they don't have to like dig through both, unless if they don't have enough of either, then it might be mixed together in like a new stuff, if you wouldn't call it. That being said, I should probably go back and change the title of the last video because that was all purchases. So we're going to start with some garbage games. Actually, this whole thing's going to be garbage games because that's what you asked for, and I give the people what they want most of the time. I'm going to start with some not so interesting things, but they're kind of cool to me, so we'll kind of keep them. Not everything I'm keeping for myself. Actually, most of this I'm not keeping for myself, just because, like, look at all of this. I don't need more stuff unless it's really interesting. Don't look at my purchase pile right now. This is so a lot of this stuff is going up for sale, or either up on eBay, or I'm gonna save them for a video game swap. Hopefully it'll happen in the future. Maybe. We'll see what happens. First thing, Dragon Ball Z. I gotta figure out angles here again every time. Season 2. It's cool. DVD season. Everything's there. I don't watch Dragon Ball, so that's less interesting for me, but someone might like it. The next thing is a Nintendo 3DS XL. Box only, don't get excited, just the box. Box and manual, no cardboard, no other inserts other than just the manual. But thought it was kind of cool. People who are looking for boxes, there's always people looking for boxes, so I'll put that up there. I've got a couple 3DSs without boxes, so I don't know if I should hold on to that till maybe I find a 3DS XL in that color. But we'll see. Alright, you guys ready for some really boring stuff? Really boring. Madden 10 on PS3. Yay! Everyone loves Madden. Put this over here. NASCAR 09. Jeez. NASCAR 09. MLB The Show. My man Jose. MLB 11. MLB 10. Whatever. This is unfortunately case only because it's probably the only thing worth anything. NCAA 08. The NCAA series is obviously garners a little bit more value than other things, so it's just a case. NHL 14. Whatever. There's some good cases though. Getting to some more interesting stuff now. Borderlands 2. LA Noire. I really like this game. It took a pretty rough heat when it came out, and I think a lot of people really don't care for it now, but I really like it. This is funny. Red Faction Guerrilla for PS3. This is from Blockbuster, and they clearly ran out of cases because this is an Xbox 360 label or cover art that they've just snipped and then thrown into the PS3 case because it is a PS3 disc. Good old Blockbuster. And Killzone 3. Really interesting there. I haven't played any of the Killzone games, even though I have all of them. I think I'm missing one on PSP. I think it's Liberation. I don't think I've played that one on my backup copy. We'll leave it at that. Oh, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Haven't played that one either. Watch for that in my purchase pickup. More interesting things. You guys ready? Fairly Odd Parents. Shadow Showdown. I don't watch. I'm too old for this show. This is a Canadian sealed Madden 2005. Not sure that's really worth anything. Probably not. A Shadow Ignore. This is disappointing. Rampage Total Destruction. Case and manual only, unfortunately. But someone's gonna look for it. Real winner here. Top Spin on PS2. Guys, I didn't pay for these, okay? Don't. Onimusha Warlords, that's a little bit more interesting. Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. We're getting a little better. And then to cap it all off, good old Ford Mustang racing there. I'm a bit of a Ford guy, just a little bit. Okay, I'm just kind of going through these because these are like less interesting than other things. I found a Crazy Frog CD in the garbage, which is where it belongs, but I don't know. My kids love Crazy Frog, so I figured I'd get it. All right, some PS1 games. I rarely find PS1 stuff ever, so this is always a fun novelty. WWF Attitude. I don't know if these are worth anything. Sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. Mayhem. This person is really into wrestling. WWF Warzone. Can someone tell me if the cover is supposed to be that way? Like, or is that a misprint? Like, I don't understand why the cover is like that. Everything else is the right way, but the cover has this misprint at the top. It's very strange.
You're an idiot.
Okay, Jet Moto 3. We're getting a little bit better here. Everyone likes some Jet Moto. And then Twisted Metal. It says Twisted Metal 4 here. Down here. 4. But inside is actually Twisted Metal 3, which is a little bit less interesting. I think I'd rather have 4, but whatever. Disc only of Crash Bash. Another disc only Crash Bash in a Crash Bandicoot warped case. Some CTR, Crash Team Racing, so a lot of good Crash games going on here. And then the last one is Spyro Year of the Dragon. I've never played any of the Spyro games, even though I've been told they are good. But hopefully one day I will get there. I'm not sure if I would play this. I would probably just get like the remastered collection on Switch, maybe. Okay, that's a big pile of games over there. We got another little stack of games here. I'm trying to keep this one short because I don't have a lot to say about it. Again, a lot of it's just kind of garbage, which is why it's in the garbage. But at the same time, I think it's kind of fun to kind of save some of the stuff from the garbage. Dirt 5 just came out, so Colin McRae Rally 4, which is one of the original Dirt came out of Colin McRae, so that's cool. The stack is getting high. I don't know if you guys can see that. WrestleMania 21, Become a Legend. As you can see, I've kind of grouped these together in system bundle. So Sega GT 2002 with Jet Set Radio Future, the combo pack. Everything's there. Which I think that one's going up in price a little bit, which I don't really know why. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I heard someone talking about that recently. Cameo Elements of Power. Good old Rareware. The game that you can't, it's not a sports game, but you cannot trade into GameStop or EB Games because they won't take it. Homefront. That's how good that one is. Lego Indiana Jones, The Original Adventure. Lego games are kind of fun. I used to be totally against Lego games. That was before, like BC before, or BK I should say, before kids. But now that I have kids, I can see the appeal of having some Lego games around. I'm gonna move these because this is gonna mess with my lighting. My lighting is so important. All right, Crysis 2, one of the better Crysis games. This one's cool. This is the Assassin's Creed Black Flag for 360, but it's the Steelbook, which is very cool. Although I have it on PS4, so that's where I'll play it. Left 4 Dead, one of the best zombie games you can play. Everyone should play this. So actually, I should clarify. This is my original copy. The copy that I found in the garbage was actually Left 4 Dead Game of the Year Edition, which I think had some extra bonus content in it. Either way, I kept that one, and then this is the one from my collection going out of my collection. 2 copies of Borderlands 2. So if you and a friend want to play Borderlands, hit me up. Halo 4. I remember when that game was launched. And the ever-present Grand Theft Auto 4. Everyone has this game, which is why someone threw it out. Guys, I promise it gets a little bit more interesting here. A little bit more interesting, maybe. This is the IHRA Motorsports Professional Drag Racing 2005. What I found interesting about this is that it is developed by Bethesda, which is an oddity at best. So, not really worth anything, but Bethesda. NFL Street 2. The Street series is more interesting to me than the Madden series. Not that I'm keeping it. And one of the best 007 games, 007 Agent Under Fire, which is an awesome game. And considering a new James Bond game was just announced for IO, the makers of Hitman, maybe the old ones will jump up in value. Fingers crossed. Okay. We're getting there. One more sports game I have to throw in. NBA 2K16 for PS4. Found that. Don't know why someone would throw that out. And Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This one I actually am keeping because why not? Yeah, I don't really know why. There were some other games, just cases, that where I found with them too, but no games in them obviously. So I kept the cases. I didn't think I'd bother showing them. They're just some other sports games. But the NBA one actually had the game in it. Proof. Okay. This is interesting purely because of the amount that I found. Not that it's super interesting. I found a stacks of Simpsons stuff. Someone really liked Simpsons until they decided they did not like Simpsons. They got rid of it. The Simpsons Bart Wars. These are just DVDs right now. Don't get too excited. I think, please correct me on this. Please correct me on this if I'm wrong. I believe those are just episodes of the show. So if I have the complete seasons already, I don't need to keep these, right? Right? I think. So just please reassure me in the comments to let me know that I don't have to keep these. The Simpsons Kiss and Tell, the story of their love DVD. A lot of these have like anywhere between 6 and 8 episodes on them a piece. The Simpsons Christmas. Gosh, lights are so hard. The Simpsons Christmas 2. The Simpsons Gone Wild. Oh gosh, sorry, I need to hide that. Simpsons Gone Wild. Probably the only one I'm really interested in maybe keeping is the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, which has 5, 6, 7, and 8 on it. Or no. Yes? Maybe. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. Hold on. We gotta go through this. 5, 6, 7, and 12? Random. But cool. These are like when the Simpsons are at their best, I believe. Now, along with DVDs, I wouldn't just show you DVDs for no reason. Try to be a little bit more interesting than that. I also found the Simpsons games along with them. Simpsons Hit and Run. I found the Simpsons game, which is a pretty good game from what I hear. And a bit of an oddity here, the Simpsons Skateboarding. Now, I have Road Rage on Xbox that I found in one of my last videos. I'm tempted to convert because I'm weird and like have everything on the same system. I'm wondering if I should keep all the Simpsons game that I just found for PS2, aside from this one because I have it on Xbox and that's where I will play it. Or if I should just kind of keep them wherever, because the only one that I really need to keep right now is Simpsons Skateboarding. So, but because I have all of them, I think maybe I could just, convert, if that's kind of the thing you do. Okay, we're gonna go into a little bit more interesting things here. Maybe some Wii stuff. It's strange to think that people are throwing Wii stuff out, but they are. Monopoly on the Wii. I remember when I first started YouTube, I was trying to collect all the Monopoly games. That quickly died because they are boring, and I like the Monopoly game in general. I know that people are going to throw shade my way for that, but the video game versions of them are generally not fun. But this one seems a little bit more interesting, but I'm still not going to keep it. These were definitely some oddities. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Strange. Someone at Word actually found this for me and gave it to me. They're just like, oh, it was just sitting in the pile. This one was strange because I literally went to pick up a bin of garbage and this was just sitting on top. So it's like nothing else in the bin, nothing else video game related in the bin whatsoever, just randomly this on top. This is Mario Strikers Charged. Now, another question for the audience, if you're paying attention. I also have this game on GameCube. Which one is better? A lot of people say this one is actually better than the GameCube, even though the GameCube one technically has a better resale value, which tends to think that it's the one that's more sought after. But my question to you is, between the two, which one would you keep? I could keep them both, but I'm curious, if I wanted to get rid of one of them, which one should I get rid of? Or which one should I keep? And one of the better Wii games that you could find, Smash Bros. Brawl, which is a fun find. Although people could argue that New Super Mario Bros. Wii is actually the best find of the Wii generation here. So, that's cool. All right. Two more doozies here for you. One of them was posted on Twitter, and one of them was not posted on Twitter. I'm going to show you the one that was not posted on Twitter first. This was found along with all those other PS2 games I just showed you. So when I saw all the other PS2 games, I'm just like, whatever. I can deal with these if I have to. Saw this one in the list. It was mixed in with another game, so like all the games and cases were all mixed up. So it was interesting to like pull everything apart and then match everything back up together. Why do people do this? Keep all your stuff together. Is it that hard? Apparently. Anyways, one of the expensive games you could find for the PS2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, if I said that correctly, according to my accent. Anyways, a lot of people look at this game. It's a $100+ game, pretty much any day of the week these days. I'm not really, like I said, not really a Dragon Ball Z guy. Not really sure if I'm going to keep it or not. I'm in a weird frame right now where, because I found games that are so like valuable, but I found them for very cheap or nothing, sometimes I just want to keep them for myself for a while. So I'm at that point with this game where I'm just like, I could sell it and get the $100, or I could keep it for a little while and bolster my collection a little bit. I don't know, it's that weird collector mentality keeps coming back to me, even though I want to get rid of it sometimes. And sometimes I think about walking away from the collector mentality of just getting everything that I don't have. I'm trying to be more focused, but stuff like this shows up and you're like, I can make an exception, maybe. Okay, now the big one that popped up that I think most people saw on Twitter. I had a bit of a story with it where I wasn't sure if it worked or not. I took a couple of tries. It took a day or two for things to dry out, and things finally worked out, and it works. Here's a sneak peek. What is that? Sneak peek, an Xbox One controller that did not have batteries, which is very interesting. And this thing's a beast. An Xbox One in the garbage. Now, believe it or not, this is actually the second Xbox One that I found in the garbage. This one's in better condition than the last one, but took a little bit longer to get running. So what happens is moisture gets in these things, and the one thing you don't want to do is turn it on when it's moist inside. I'm sorry for saying that word too many times. So I think when the first time I turned it on, I hadn't quite let it dry long enough. So it turned on and kind of went a little bit screwy, so I shut it off real quick. And then I waited another day and a half, and then tried again. I put it over by, the trick is to put things by your furnace. It gets that residual heat and dries out. So let it dry out for another day. Hooked it back up, and it works great. So it did not come with a power cord. So the interesting about the last one I found I came with a Kinect and a power cord and the console, but no controller. This one is the console and the controller, but no power cord. So I'm gonna have to try to find a power cord at some point for less than expensive. So, but either way, that's a cool find. I'm considering trading these in, both my Xbox Ones in for some trade credit towards a new console. Hopefully, maybe a Switch will be announced. The new Switch will be announced, and I can kind of channel my trade-ins towards that. Maybe. Anyways, that has been my garbage pickups. What have you found recently for cheap or free? I would love to hear it. I'd like to be I can't be the only person finding stuff for free. So what have you been finding? And again, if you hit me up for the answers to these questions, between Strikers Charged, which one would you keep? And there was another question. Hopefully you're paying attention because I clearly wasn't. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you guys in the next one, which will be purchase pickups, unless a Twitter poll changes it. See you later.